me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hit me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Tell me what they wanna see me for. Hear me out, here we go. What's the re-report? Bring it to you live.
Welcome to the Re-Report. Appreciate you guys taking this time to hear me out here on the Re-Report. I am the Re-Report, and today we come bearing good news. But before we get into that good news, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Of course, I really do appreciate you guys as we continue to grow here on the Re-Report. It is much and greatly appreciated, so be sure to do that for me. We're trying to crack 1,900, so let's try and get to that goal as we, drive for 2,000 and then move beyond that. But I really do appreciate it. And today, what are we talking about? We're talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, not just the Lakers in the Celtics game, but also an article that came out with a very interesting headline from ESPN, something that I've been talking about for a long time that I feel the Lakers need in order, to really compete, to try and compete. I'm not saying it's going to put them at the front of the line or they're going to be on the level of Oklahoma City and all those teams, but this will give us a great chance. And tonight was just, an example of what the Lakers can be. As you see the final score, that's right, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is not an old game. This didn't happen years ago. This happened tonight. The Los Angeles Lakers beat the Boston Celtics 117-96 in Los Angeles. The Lakers now 24-18 on the season. Boston, of course, 31-14. And it was just a great defensive performance by the Lakers. As you can see, the Celtics scoring right here. Tatum, Porzingis was the big scorer with 22. Everybody from Boston in the negative pretty much. Jason Tatum only scored 16 points. Jaylen Brown with 17. And then this was one of them games. This is definitely one of those games where you just hold your breath because the worst. The Lakers got up big and you're like, all right, man, when is the worst going to happen? Because Boston is going to try to make a run. And they played, I don't know what happened to Boston in that fourth quarter. As you can see, the scoring quarters. But they played a great fourth quarter as they tried to make a run, especially defensively, holding the Lakers to 16 right here. And this is usually the quarter right here where the Lakers come out flat and where they usually give up the lead. And that's what it was looking like up another nail biter that's going to come down to the wire, or Boston is going to pull away. Because you see what they did in the first two quarters. Very surprising. Very, very surprising to score this many points on this type of defensive team. And then they just showed out in the fourth quarter with 34 points. And you got Anthony Davis, who's going to be the topic of our discussion this evening. But 24 points. AD had 3 blocks, only 8 rebounds. And you saw LeBron James with 20 points and 6 assists and 14 rebounds. Crazy that this dude is still rebounding like that. And then Austin Reeves, who's just been big, 23 points, 6 assists. His scoring average just continues to go up. And the Lakers, again, like I said, man, they played a very good game, very good pasting. But there's still just one little thing that they're missing. And we all know what that is. One little thing that they're missing. One little thing. As you can see, the team stats here. They out 3, well, not by much, but they matched Boston in threes and beat them by 1. Something Boston usually do. Boston took 41, Lakers took 35. You see the free throws, the Lakers got to the line. Rebounding, Lakers, advantage Lakers. Largest lead was 28 points, which was just, like I said, this was crazy. This was unexpected. But they're calling this a rivalry week, so they put on for the city tonight, definitely. And it does feel good, like AD said, after the game to get this win against this team. Outscored them in the paint, only turned the ball over 10 times. And like in Boston's defense, again, that third quarter, man, they were making life tough to where I'm just like, oh my goodness. But again, Lakers held on to win that game. But today what we want to talk about is this right here. This article that came out during the game that caught my eyes from Shams saying Anthony Davis says Lakers right there, but need to add a center, which is what we've been saying all off season. They need a big man. They need a big. Because AD's saying this, and what I'm hearing is, I don't like playing this position. If you give AD the same situation you gave him in 2020 with alongside Dwight Howard, I think things could be different. Things could be different. So let's read the article. It's not a very long article at all. And it reads, Anthony Davis believes the Los Angeles Lakers are just a couple of players away from being a title contender. He hopes one of the additions the team adds before February 6th trade deadline is a center. I think we need another big, Davis told ESPN Shams this week. I feel like I've always been at my best, yes, when I've been to 4, having a big out there. Davis and fellow Lakers star LeBron James have expressed that they want the franchise to make moves to contend for a title, sources told Shams. Let's just call him Shams. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Earlier this week, the Lakers entered Thursday night just one game ahead of the 7th place Sacramento Kings in a guaranteed playoff spot, and James said following Sunday night's blowout loss to the Clippers that the team doesn't have room for error with the way the roster is currently constructed. Definitely not a talented roster that's going to go out there and play. And like I said, if they go at it the way that they are with this roster, they're playing team at best. Because the Kings are coming. They're coming back, I should say. The Kings are coming back. But they're play-in team at best. And we know they'll probably win the 7 versus 8 play-in game. One sec. They will most likely win their 7 versus 8 play-in game. And then they'll go to the first round with this roster and they will lose. Like, I don't see anybody. We're gonna look at the standings and also tell you after this article, this last part, on who I think they should pursue. But yeah, that's what they are currently. It says, we have to play perfect basketball, James said after the defeat. The Lakers, who entered Thursday night's game against the Boston Celtics at 23-18, won the championship in 2020 with what Davis called the perfect construction of a team. In addition to good shooters and defensive players, Davis pointed to the team's size, which allowed him to play what he feels is his natural position, power forward. Again, that team, look, I met a lot of people criticize and talk about that bubble team. And look, I understand what comes with it. Maybe I would too if I wasn't a Laker fan. But even before that season was shut down due to the situation, the Lakers were still dominating the league. They were still at the top of the conference and probably the top of the league as a whole. They had just come off of beating contenders Milwaukee on a Friday. They beat the Clippers on a Sunday, and then next thing you know, the season, the league was shut down. The world was shut down. And they went into the season and they, still played dominant basketball. But my point is they were dominant way before that. They were dominating. They were clicking on all cylinders, if I can say that, so cliche. Because they were just a good team. It was a perfect balance of shooters, defense, taking a load off Davis by having Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee there. It was perfect. And you knew that in the finals, Miami didn't stand a chance against the Lakers. Bam was too small to be in there banging with Dwight Howard. And he got hurt trying to do so. But as we go to end the article, he says, we know it worked. Here it is right here, when we won a championship with JaVale and Dwight at the 5 and I'm at the 4. Davis leads the Lakers with 25.7 points, 11.9 rebounds per game, comparable to his average 26.1, 9.3 rebounds during the 2020 season. But the Lakers have gotten meaningful minutes from only one true center, 7-footer Jackson Hayes, who is averaging 5 and 4 in 20 games. Davis hopes the team will do something about that in the next couple of weeks. We feel like we're right there, as far as the team and everything like that. James and I are like very, very motivated to win another championship. Now, I'm not, I'm saying? I'm not, of course, this is not a championship team, and I think even they know that. Anthony Davis knows that. LeBron James knows that. This ain't nowhere near a championship team. But as far as who I think they should get, Like, I've been saying it since free agency. I never understood why he signed with the team he signed to. Of course, this is a grown man, he got his own life and in situations like that. But I go back to Jonas Valanciunas. That's the missing piece I think the Lakers need right there. Big Jonas Valanciunas. I've always liked him when he was in Toronto, and I still think he can give the Lakers what they need to try to make a run. I think Jonas Valanciunas is the guy. I think I heard Vucevic's name, and I don't really know who else they could pursue after that, but I'm sticking with Valanciunas. That's the person I think the Lakers should go and pursue to try to win another championship. But let me know what you guys think. Again, the trade deadline is February 6th, so they only got a couple weeks. What's today? Today the 23rd. So yeah, they got 2 weeks. They got 2 weeks, pretty much 2 weeks exactly. But let's go to the standings. Of course, you got Cleveland at the top of the East, but we're here for the West. New York, Boston, Milwaukee coming back, clicking on all cylinders. Detroit, this is my team right here, man. This is my team right here. It's unfortunate that they got a lot of injuries because Orlando would still be not up here, but in this mix. But I really like the Pistons, and I'm happy for what Detroit is doing out there because it's been a rough ever since they haven't won a playoff game since losing to Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals in like 2008, like let alone a series. I'm talking about a playoff game. It was when they lost that series in 6. So yeah, they won, 6. But anyway, I ain't got to go to the exact date. I know it was like May of 2008 though. And that's the last time they won a playoff game. I think they've been swept ever since, if I'm not mistaken. And oh wow. Trust the process, huh? Anyway, going to the West, you see the Lakers are currently the 5th seed. Jokic, MVP, best player in the league. We're going to have to do a video about Jokic because what he's doing is just crazy. What Jokic is doing is crazy. And but you see the Lakers are number 1 in their division. Not that that means anything because you got the Clippers behind them and also the Kings, Suns. They need to make some moves too. And the Warriors are currently out of it. But you see them right there in a competitive Western Conference. They were right there in a competitive West as a 5 seed. And I believe they updated this, but like I said, I still go back to this number. The only team in the playoffs, and of course Phoenix in the play-in, but with a negative point differential. This is not good right here. This means you've been blown out a lot this season when you have lost. And I believe the number is like 12 games where they've been blown out pretty much. So that is not good. Nobody else in the East does. The East does. The East is in the red too. They're gonna get audited by the IRS as well. But in the red. But they're snapping out of it. 16-6 at home, 8-12 getting better on the road, 16-11 in the conference, and they just beat the Boston Celtics tonight, who came off a win last night to the Clippers. But it's all about these teams right here and right here. This is what it's about. This is who they need to be competing against. It would be a scary deal if the playoffs ended today because nobody wants to see this. But anyway, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. Appreciate y'all for taking this time to hear me out. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, we're trying to get to our goal of 1,900 and eventually 2,000. So do your boy a favor and subscribe to the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about Anthony Davis, what he had to say. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Hear me out. Here we go with the Reed Report. Bring it to you live. On time. Bring it to you live. On time. Bring it to you live. On time. Bring it to you live.